All right, everyone. Happy New Year to everyone out there watching this right now. It's now 2024. That's right, a new year. And as Rick Rude said, it's a new year, Shane Douglas. Anyone who's an ECW fan would remember that. The man under the mask, ravishing Rick Rude. But I'm not here to talk about ECW. I'm not here to talk about Shane or Rick Rude. And I'm actually here to talk about these three magazines in particular right now that I'm showing. And there's a reason why I want to talk about these. When I originally did this YouTube channel back, maybe 6 months ago now? It's been a while. It's been a while since I've done it. My first video was kind of like a rant talking about the prices of magazines on eBay. And that hasn't changed because that's what this video is going to be today. It's going to be a rant because it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of control. This is ridiculous. These are old wrestling magazines from like 30 years ago, sometimes like older. And I get that some of the older ones are going to be a little more pricier. We're talking the 60s, the 70s, maybe the early 80s. I get it because they're probably going to be a little bit more harder to find. For example, the first ever WWF magazine, or back when it was Victory Sports magazine, Victory WF magazine, whatever, the one Jimmy Snuka on the cover. Hey, if that's a few $100, I get it. I understand. It's really hard to find, and it's going to be a collector's piece in your magazine collection. Now, the three magazines I have right here. Razor Ramon on the cover, December 1993. That is going for $25 plus shipping on the Canadian eBay. WWF Superstars 7 with the Warrior here on the cover, going for $30 plus shipping on eBay Canada. And my favorite over here, the Spotlight with old HBK himself, Shawn Michaels, with the poster, going for the low price of $50 plus shipping. That's right, $50. Only for $50, you can have that magazine. Now, this just in, I did not pay $50 for that magazine when I got it 3 years ago on eBay. I paid probably close to $20. And that's with the poster. That's a huge deal. If you get a magazine with the poster in it and you're paying $20 for it, that's not that big of a deal. That's pretty good. Without the poster, it should be anywhere between $10 to $15. Honestly, it is. These are old magazines. Now, the best part about all this is, too, not just WWF magazines are getting hit with this. We're talking about stuff like this, too. These kind of magazines, Sports Review Wrestling, The Wrestler, Inside Wrestling, Wrestling Superstars, Wrestle America, going for $28 each plus shipping, $25 each plus shipping, $35 each plus shipping. Okay, listen, okay, I sold a lot of these in probably a year ago. I think it was a year ago because I was still living in my old apartment before I moved in with the girlfriend. I knew I had all these doubles. I didn't want to bring them with me because I didn't know where to put them, and there's just no point in having them. I had about 50 to 60 of doubles from the lots I bought. So Sports Review Wrestling, The Wrestler, Inside Wrestling. You want to know how much I let like 50 magazines go for? I let them go for $25 for everything. Everything. 50 magazines for $25. That's half, right? Yeah, these people on eBay are selling it for ridiculous money. Now, I get it. eBay charges. They do. They charge, like, I don't know. I should know. I'm selling wrestling cards on there right now. So if I sell a wrestling card for $10, they're going to take like the eBay fee and the transaction. I make about $6 off a $10 card. Okay? Still cheaper, still more money than what it would be if I was to sell it in a lot of just here's some wrestling cards, buy them, right? I'm still making some money. So I get that it has to be a little higher. But $35? $50? $50 for Shawn Michaels here, ladies and gentlemen. There it is, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, $50. Now, if I was a collector right now, like getting into this, let's say I wanted to start collecting wrestling magazines. I'll give you a hint. I wouldn't. There's just no point. It's ridiculous now. It's just too expensive. I don't know what happened. I don't know where these people thought that these things should be worth what they are. They're not. They're not selling. Look, people who are selling. If anyone watches this and you're selling wrestling magazines on eBay, ask yourself, have you sold any? Probably not. No one's going to pay the price. In the year 2020, I bought the complete 1995 year of WWF magazines. That's 12 issues for $99 plus $30 shipping. Okay, that's an okay deal. And even back then I thought, well, that might be a little high, but I didn't care. I wanted them. But 99 bucks nowadays, the complete year of like a WWF magazine set goes for like $140, $150. What? Why? And then the people selling them on their own, selling for 25 bucks each. So let's see. That's actually technically $300 if you were to buy them individually, right? 25 bucks each. There's 12 issues. That's 300 bucks. That is ridiculous. So what I'm asking people out there who are watching this, if you're looking to buy wrestling magazines, don't. I know it sounds weird to say, just don't give in to these people who are selling at these prices. Now, if you find a good deal, if someone out there selling one for 10 bucks, 15 bucks, that's a great deal. Go for it. Get it then. If someone's selling a lot of, let's say, 20 magazines for 50 bucks, okay, that's not bad because eBay is going to take some of it, right? So I get that. Don't give in to the ridiculous prices that these people are asking on eBay. The magazines have been sitting there for months. They're not selling. If I go to the sold section, it's very rare to see these selling. Maybe they are, like sometimes they do, and maybe someone really needs it and they're just gonna, and they have the money, they're gonna bite the bullet, they're gonna buy. That happens. I've done it too in the past. I have bought things that are probably a little overpriced, but I did it just to either finish that year or to, you know, I wouldn't start out doing it. Let's say that, right? If I'm a magazine shy from completing the year of, let's say, 1991, I'm gonna pay the price that person's asking, even if it is ridiculous, just to get it done. However, if I was starting out collecting and I only had like 5 magazines from 1991, I wouldn't pay that money to get that other one because there's no point yet, right? It's got to be I think if you're going to do that, it's got to be to finish your collection, not to start or be in the middle of your collection. So I hope that these people who are selling at this price will soon realize that these magazines aren't worth that. And I love wrestling magazines. I love them. I collect them. And I'm not saying that because I want to get them cheap. That's not the whole point. And any wrestling magazine collector will say that. I heard this guy on a YouTube channel, I believe his name's Jason from 80s Revolution YouTube channel or something. He's trying to collect the WWF magazines. And he says even in the States, the prices are ridiculously high right now on eBay for them. Andrea A., who has all the old programs from the WWF, like Survivor Series or SummerSlam or WrestleMania, she even says, like, that's ridiculous how high the prices have gotten for those programs. They're just magazines. That's all they are. And I don't understand why people think that they're worth something that's like a high price. They're not. I sent a photo of a magazine I saw. Pro Wrestling Mag's YouTube channel covered this like months ago. He talked about the most expensive magazines, and there's a Wrestling Superstars one out in like 81 or something like that, but it had trading cards in them that you had to cut out, and it was technically Hulk Hogan's first trading card, and all it is just like a piece of paper with like the card, right? Like it's nothing really. And the guy's asking like $1,700 with $20 shipping. I mean, come on, you can't get free shipping if you're selling something for $1,700. It's ridiculous. This whole thing's ridiculous. I am so glad I got in when I did, started collecting when I started, because I could not do it now. There's no possible way. The people online are selling on eBay have made it impossible for collectors to collect. Simple as that. And if you're sitting there with your magazines and they're not selling for the ridiculous price of $50, like old HB here, then maybe it's you who might have the problem, not the buyer. The seller needs to drop just a bit, right? Shawn Michaels, poster intact, $30 even, I'll allow it. I'll allow that, even $30, because it has the poster. No poster, 10, 15 bucks. Simple as that. Superstar 7 here with the Warrior on it, at the most, should be 20 bucks. And Razor Ramon here on the cover of the WWF magazine, at the most, 15. 15. Not 20, not 25, 15. Okay? And I just feel so bad for those who are wanting to collect magazines now and the prices they're paying, because I could not imagine it. I just can't. So that's my rant today. You know, it is. I had to rant about this. I couldn't believe it. I was bored. See, I'm selling wrestling cards on eBay, and I got bored, so I started looking at what's on there now for magazines. I haven't really looked for a while, to be honest. And I saw all these new listings, and I saw the prices, and I just started to laugh. It's like, what is wrong with this? This is ridiculous. And it's not getting any better. So to those who are in the middle of collecting or finishing their years or anything involving wrestling magazines, I feel for you and I wish you the best of luck, because it's going to be a very, very hard ride to go on now with this, for sure. I'm so glad I have what I have. And if these things are selling, if these magazines are selling for the prices that people are asking for, which I don't think they are, because they're still sitting there, right? They're not being sold. But if they are, then I can make a killing here with what I have if I ever wanted to sell my magazine collection. I think I could easily make 10 grand. And I'm not lying, or maybe more. Let's be honest. If people are selling magazines at 25 bucks each, Jesus. I'm a millionaire and I didn't even know it. All right. Anyways, once again, Happy New Year to everyone. Hope you all had a splendid holiday season, whether it was, celebrating with friends, family, whatever, or just sitting at home, relaxing and enjoying your own, your own presence. That sometimes is awesome too, right? So until I do my next one, I'll talk to you guys later.